Um, as you can see, I am a complete mess today. I was doing the toilets this morning, cleaning the toilets. So the loos, the lavatories, the ghusl khana, what else do you call the bog? So yeah, I was doing that this morning, so I'm a bit sweaty and yes. Anyway, how is everybody today? Hi, Lara. Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Kani. How are you? Wave to you. Hello, Bilal. How are you? So today we're chatting about what lessons have you learned whilst in quarantine? Privy, yeah, Tom Anderson. Tom Sanderson. Tom Sanderson. Good job, Privy. Hello, Tom. How are you? What are you doing so early? Is it Tom or is it Anna? I'm Cornelius from Sada. Assalamualaikum, Cornelius. How are you? I love the name Cornelius. That's a great name. Hello, Murtaza. Hi there. What's going on? I don't know. You tell me, Bilal. So with today's topic, what lessons have you learned whilst in quarantine? I think one lesson that I've learned is that I wasn't moving around enough in my previous life, and now every part of me aches because I'm having to do housework and jaru and puja, and it's good. It's keeping me active. It's keeping me busy, but it means that I wasn't busy or active enough in my previous life. So I've learned that whatever happens, I need to stay more active. And Imran has sent a request. Let's see what Imran has to say. Assalamu alaikum, Imran. Hi from Canada. Hi, Isa. How are you? We're just going to have Imran join us on InstaChat. Don't worry, guys, in
Yes, George.
YouTube. Hi, Imran. How are you?
Yeah, no bad. कैसे हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ. आप कैसे हैं?
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक ठाक.
Why can't I see you?
1 second. Let me turn on the light. Yes, George. Can you see me now?
I can see you now. Yeah. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London.
अच्छा. आप सुबह.
हाँ सुबह अभी थोड़ी देर पहले उठा हूँ. मैंने कहा देखा है आपको ऑनलाइन. मैंने कहा देखते हैं जॉर्ज अगर कॉल उठाते हैं.
अच्छा. So what have you learned, Imran? What lessons have you learned since the quarantine started?
I'm still staying home, not going nowhere.
Yeah, I know, but what lesson? What have you learned? What things have changed for you? What have you learned about quarantine? Like, for example, I was saying that one lesson that I've learned is that I wasn't moving around enough, because in Pakistan we have people that can do all our housework and stuff, and I was getting lazy, and now that I'm having to do it, it's tiring me out, but it's also good. It's teaching me that I need to be active and move around more. What have you learned?
Also same thing in here, but I feel lazy as well, but I do like homework. I done gardening work and that kind of stuff, but when you are home, you feel lazy, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing here. Yeah. Only eating, praying, and then sleeping. That's it.
That's it. Great. Well, lovely chatting to you, Imran. I hope the quarantine goes okay, and stay strong, stay safe, stay indoors, and look after yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care.
Right,
take care.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye. Okay. So what else are people thinking? What are the lessons that you have learned whilst in quarantine? One lesson I've learned is that I had more time than I thought I did before, and now that I'm having to do lots of things, and whether it be the cooking, the cleaning, I don't have as much time. So the lesson I've learned is that I should be appreciative and make better use of my time when I had lots of it, or relatively lots of it. Okay, Aisha has sent a request chat. Okay, let's chat with Aisha. Let's see what she has to say. What, one of the only people, Isa, pronounce my name right. People usually pronounce it Aiza. But it's Isa. Yeah, no, obviously. Isa. Where are you calling from, Isa? Did you say? Oh, yeah, from Canada. Hi. Where are you? मैं कराची में रहता हूँ. I'm learning to cook, Faisal. Oh, so that's a lesson learned. You're learning to cook. Well, Faisal, I highly recommend. There are a lot of very easy things. Desi cooking always seems so hard, but actually, a lot of these, shan thing, masalas and things, they're very easy to do. Any girls single here? I'm from UK looking for a wife. Asad, I'm afraid this is not shadi.com. This is my website. So please, I do not want you to solicit invitations for a wife on here. Thank you. Let's send a request to me. I try to incorporate you, Aisha. Let's see if we can get you back there. Hi, Ifan from Melbourne. Assalamu alaikum. How are you today, George? I'm good, Sadia. How are you? I've learned while sitting and doing nothing that when you blow on the palm, it's relatively cooler than when you blow on the palm. That's so true, because I suppose that's really interesting. So visual wisdom says, I learned while sitting lame and doing nothing that when you blow poo on the palm, like poo, it is relatively cooler than when you go on the palm. It feels like a hot blow. God, you really are bored, visual wisdom. You must be bored learning that. Aisha, why is it not connecting? Is there a problem with your, are you on 3G or 4G? Are you near your router? Get near your router. Let's try again. I would love to chat with you. Hello, mate from Abu Dhabi. Hello, Ali. Bro, recite the Quran in difficult times nowadays. Malik Usman, yeah, you can recite the Quran if you want. So, do you know the meaning of full tongue? Yes, it means full tongue, as in drunk, doesn't it? Like, I'm a fully drunk, isn't it? Is that right? I think that's the thing. Tongue means like drunk, isn't it? Slang for drunk. Faisal Shazad, but I'm not full tongue. I'm full tongue. No racism. Gamers here. Not racism. He's originally English. What was the reason? Okay, so the subject today and I have not getting much response from you guys, is what lessons have you learned since being in quarantine? One lesson that I've learned, as I say, is that I need to move around a lot. Another lesson I've learned is that childcare is difficult. I mean, I used to obviously look after my child, but not in such sustained long periods of time. And yes, sabse mushkil hai, like having a kid for several hours a day, it is difficult. Let me switch from hospital Wi-Fi to my 4G. Okay, let's try this. Why are you calling from hospital, Aisha? Let's see. Hi, Rizwan, love you too. Hi, Junaid. I've learned that my family members are also good people. You didn't know that before? Okay, good. That's a good lesson. The lesson I've learned from quarantine is that never take life for granted and hate it because it's not going just according to your plan. What if it had been more bad? Be thankful for it. Absurd, that is bahut beautiful message. That's absolutely true. Let's not take life for granted. And I think we all took it for granted, and we always cribbed and complained when we thought it was going bad, and we didn't know what it could be like, how bad it could be. And so that's a beautiful lesson. Yeah. Okay. Aisha, I don't know what's going on. Try again, please. I'd like to chat with someone. Mashallah, looking good. I'm not. I'm looking like I've been pulled through the hedge backwards. I'm looking Torasa jungly. Yeah, you're right. It means sloshed. Yeah. Thank you, visual wisdom. Step 1, get coronavirus. What? What does wellness mean for you, George? I think wellness means being balanced between your spiritual, emotional, physical, and health. I think that's what wellness means for me. Okay, we're going to try Aisha one more time. Come on, let this be 4th time lucky. Come on, Aisha. Let's do it. It's connecting. Sadia, my mum's doing a lot better, I think. I have checked on her the last couple of days, but she's doing well. Thank you. Where is Maya? Maya is outside somewhere. What's happening, Aisha? We could live without dine out. We could offer prayers even there is curfew. We could live without shopping. Okay, so that's a lesson learned. That's a really interesting point. I think we just think, oh, we can't live with dine out, or we can't live without outside food, or we can't live without doing our prayers in the mosque. And we can do all of that. And we can't live without shopping. We can do all of that at home. That's a really important point. We don't have to shop every day. We don't have to dine out every day. We don't have to do our prayers in the mosque. We can do them all at home. Interesting point. Sanwa, Ali, and Sophia Nick on Sunday. Please say dua. Okay, so is that Sophia? You're getting nikad on Sunday. Congratulations, Mubarako. Okay, I will say a dua. And I hope it all goes well. I wish you all the best in your married life together. That's very exciting. And let it be joyous and happy despite the quarantine, okay? I've learned how to play FPS games on PC since the lockdown. New skill learned there. One other lesson that we can take out of the situation going around is that whatever you have, please share it with others too, because it only multiplies and we get more. Quite right. That's a very good point. Yeah. The gamer, you should learn to pray. Okay. I've learned, be formless, be shapeless like water, adapt thyself. Adaptability with respect to the circumstances. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Learn how to, to adapt to the situation. I think we're all having to learn that at the moment. We're having to adapt to a changing situation. And, it's those who can learn to adapt, the ones that will thrive and survive. So learn to adapt. That's a really good point, visual wisdom. You are sharing a lot of wisdom today. Okay, Aisha, it might be blocked in Abu Dhabi. I work as a doctor. I had a little break, so I thought I could chat with everyone. You are very kind and addressing mental health during these times is amazing effort. Well, Aisha, tell me, how are you on the front line? How's it going? You must be very stressed. What are you seeing in Abu Dhabi? Let us know how you're coping. And what advice would you have for those who are suffering from sort of stress and anxiety in this time? Because it is a stressful and anxious time, let's not deny that. But what can we do to overcome it? How can we, I think one thing that I do is that whenever I feel like, oh my God, this is getting to me, is to say, well, it's not only me that it's getting to, it's impacting everybody. It's not just the people in Pakistan even, or Karachi. It is happening to literally everybody in the world. We're all going through this at this time. We're all in lockdown. We're all in quarantine. We're not the only ones. And so I think there is a comfort in numbers here. And I think we should remember that. So that might help with the anxiety, that you're not alone. Okay, but let me know what you're experiencing, Aisha, in Abu Dhabi. Thanks ever so much. Why are you so offended? I said your message was wrong. Okay, I'm not getting into a fight there. Right. Chess freak. Our people have strong immunity as compared to Europeans. As childhood, we people were affected with chicken pox and played in mud, so things developed immunity. Genetically, we Pakistanis have strong immunity. I'm not sure about that. I got chicken pox. Lots of people get chicken pox in Europe. And I think actually one thing is they might be testing it better in Europe, and we might have lots of people suffering from it that they have no idea that they've got it. And we don't have the necessary testing or monitoring and recording of corona cases. And what we're recording is only a very small percentage of what's actually going on out there. So I'm not sure about that, chess freak. I'd like it to be so, but I'm not sure. Aisha, I'll get back to work while you enjoy time with family. Remember, there are some who are still going out to work. May Allah have mercy on us all. And we wish you all the very best, Aisha, and I wish you all the best. You're doing God's work there, saving lives as a doctor. So thank you so much. Do you think the coronavirus has distracted the media and the people's attention from many other important things around the world, like refugee rights, occupation in Kashmir, and growing populism? Rizwan, to answer that question succinctly, yes, obviously, is distracting the media, but it's the only story in town. When the entire world is shut down, that is the only story. As a former journalist, I can tell you no one is talking about anything else at the moment. So that's what we're focusing on. But yes, I'm sure there are lots of important things that are going unannounced or undiscussed because of the coronavirus. Aisha, it's pretty well controlled here in the UAE. They've implemented isolation measures early on and managed to flatten the curve. I have a gratefulness wall in our garden for kids. We put our artwork there. Oh, that's beautiful, Aisha. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Mashallah, bro, looking good. Stay blessed and happy. Allah bless you. Thank you. Doctors in Italy have to choose patients to save as there is no space. Yeah, that's really a problem, isn't it? That's one of the most painful tragedies that has come out of this, is that there are healthcare systems that are so overwhelmed that doctors are having to essentially choose who lives and who dies. Because the burden is so great in these emergency rooms that they will determine who gets the ventilator and who doesn't, and that is difficult. Who do you choose? So yeah. Anyway, Rizwan sent a request to be in your live video. Let's see if we can chat to Rizwan.
George, how are you?
Walaikum salam, Rizwan. How are you? I'm sorry we got cut off the other day. Basically, it wasn't me cutting you off. It wasn't because I didn't like your idea. I thought your idea was very good. It was that Instagram only allows you to do 1 hour of live, and then after an hour, it just cuts straight away. So I'm sorry about that. How are you doing?
No worries. Well, yeah, things here in the Netherlands are getting a bit more serious day by day. The government has actually strictened the rules now. So if you actually violate the rules, like traveling with more than 2 people, if you don't maintain the 1.5 meter distance, you get fined 4,000 euros.
4,000 euros?
Yeah, 4,000 euros, up to 4,000 euros. So the people weren't actually taking the rules very seriously. A lot of people actually just, they thought that, these rules are just meant to be there on paper. We could carry on with life as usual. Some people, not all. So the government had to take certain measures, to make people realize that, okay, this shit is real, and you guys need to, get your act together.
Yeah, and I presume that. So, are you allowed out at all?
We are allowed to go out. We're allowed to. What the Dutch government said is that we would recommend you not to go out too much. You could go out to get some fresh air, but you have to strictly adhere to the rules of not hanging out with more than one person. You have to maintain the 1.5 meter distance. So technically on paper you are allowed to go out as long as you're not a sort of threat or disturbance to everyone.
Because I think in the UK you're allowed out once a day for exercise and obviously to go shopping, but that's it. Here in Pakistan, we're just allowed to go out shopping to either the shops, the bank, or the pharmacy. And when I say shops, I mean grocery stores, not general. All the other shops are closed. And the other thing in Pakistan is that obviously, I think only one person can go out at a time. So
the way things work in Europe, I mean, especially in this part of Europe, are very different. So you can't simply impose a lockdown like how we did in Pakistan or many other Asian countries. The way the society and the social contract between the government and the people and the way the society functions here, it would get extremely complicated. If they just randomly, impose a lockdown out of nowhere. I mean, things here.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the UK are complaining about the authoritarian nature of the lockdown. It goes against the fundamental human rights of freedom of movement and freedom of expression and freedom of being. But
it's very unfortunate here. I mean, the most unfortunate part is, if I look outside my window right now, I see people just, taking a walk with their dogs without any masks on, without any gloves, as if everything is normal, and there's no problem at all. I think there are some people here who still haven't, realized the seriousness of the seriousness of the whole situation. I mean, it's very unfortunate to see that, some people still aren't taking it seriously. I mean, I've actually spoken to people, they're saying that, you have more people dying because of road accidents, you have more people dying because of malaria, because of typhoid, blah, blah, blah. It's just the media is blowing everything out of proportions and, nonsense like that. So, you have...
Yeah, the situation.
Exactly.
Because it's easier to deny or to deflect or than actually to accept reality, because reality is sometimes too scary for them. So that's why they do it. It's the ostrich head in the sand mentality. It's better to live in that sort of space than actually face up to reality, because it's too difficult. So yeah. Anyway, so how are you keeping yourself occupied apart from your studies?
Oh my God, that's a tough question.
Do you have Netflix?
Yeah, I do have a Netflix. So right now, all I'm doing is I'm actually binge watching a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies from the early 2000s that I saw as a child, and I'm catching up with those movies again. Maybe I might even watch George Ka Pakistan on YouTube.
Yes, watch George Ka Pakistan on YouTube. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that's an idea I'm flirting with. I'll try to I'll definitely find some time to watch that.
Great.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you actually think about the advice I gave you the other day? I mean, I know it's very stupid to just come up with this discussion all out of nowhere, but
Well, I think it needs to be a bit more fully formed, because the thing is with things like George Ka Pakistan, there needs to be a narrative in that. So with George Ka Pakistan, we had a narrative which was I had 3 months to try and ascertain and understand what it means to be a Pakistani. And then I, obviously in that period explored various facets of Pakistani society and culture, and at the end was given citizenship, or the members of the public voted on to decide whether I was suitably Pakistani to warrant citizenship, at which point the Prime Minister gave me citizenship. You need to have a hook on which to do a show. So as a show I've been flirting with, but I don't know how logistically feasible it is that, as I said, is to get an Indian and travel with him and around Pakistan and meet all the extremes in Pakistani society, and get a Pakistani and travel to India and show him all the extremes in India society. And actually the overriding message is that there's a lot more that unites us than divides us, and that we are ruled by the extremes on either side of the divide of between India and Pakistan, and they do it for their own self-interest and their own self-preservation.
I mean, as a student of international relations, I do agree that what you're saying is, your intentions are really noble. And, these are very noble intentions that everybody, like all of us, would actually like to see something like this happen, where the two extreme ends of both society actually sit down. I would say sit down, try to understand each other's perspective,
where they're coming from, and if they can find any common ground or so. But I'm also a realist. Unfortunately, what I believe, without any personal bias, it's solely my observation as a student of international relations, is that the extreme right wing and the extreme, Hindutva government that you have in India right now, these are not civilized people. These aren't people who you would sit down and talk to. If you follow the news, I'm not sure if many people actually know about it. In the middle of all this entire pandemic and all this coronavirus shit, the Indian government actually recently made certain amendments about the constitutional rights in the part of Kashmir they're occupying, which actually clearly sets out their intention of doing a complete demographic change of the whole territory, depriving the people even a little bit of the even the sort of limited autonomy and democratic rights the Kashmiri people had in that part of Kashmir, taking it away from them.
Yeah.
And they actually, and it was a very deliberate attempt, on their part. But they know the entire world powers, Pakistan, and the entire media's focus is on the coronavirus, and so this was probably the best timing. When you see things like these,
that's the cynical nature of it's the best time to bury bad news at the moment, just to
exactly. So when you see stuff like that in the media, you actually realize that can you negotiate with these people?
No, I'm not negotiating with them, but what I want to do is reach beyond them, is to look to the common decency of the majority that I believe is in both countries. The majority of people still want peace. The majority of people want to live.
As a person, as a Kashmiri, I'm from Muzaffarabad in Azad Kashmir. It's we the people of Kashmir, who have actually bared most of the brunt of all this conflict and hatred between India and Pakistan. We're the ones who have suffered the most because of this. We're the ones who have always been at the center of attention. So who wouldn't want peace? But you need to probably give it a thought that is it possible?
Well, okay, Rizwan, I have a job for you then. If you can come up with a new format of program that I should do after the end of the lockdown, okay? After the end of the quarantine, come up with an idea and we can do it, okay?
Oh, that would be great. That would be really nice.
Okay, great chatting to you. Lovely chatting to you. Stay safe in the Netherlands, and we'll chat to you soon, okay?
You too, George. Give my regards to your family.
I will do. Thanks, Rizwan. Take care. Okay, so what else are people saying? Thank you, Rizwan. That was good. I believe we're never thankful. We yearn for quality time with our families and to simply pace down with and simplify the pace with our lives. Now that we have all the time in the world, we complain of idleness. That's a really good point, Hamza. Are we ever happy? Perhaps it's in the nature of the human condition that we're never happy. We're constantly unhappy. We're always finding things to be unhappy about. Hamza Omar, and not being able to order off Food Panda. Yes, that's a problem. I was watching a report where people were being stopped for leaving Wuhan even when the ban had been lifted. A fight broke out between the police and the people. We should stop depending on China. I want to watch George Ka Pakistan, but I can't find a good print online. Yeah, I think that you can still get it on DVD from certain DVD shows. George Ka Pakistan should be on Netflix. Yeah, that's a good idea. Perhaps we should ask them. Artificially propagated or not, COVID-19 is a stepping stone for governments to further surveillance and curb freedoms. Oh, that's an interesting point. I was looking forward to this live chat. Well, why don't you come and chat with me? Fakhir? Come, chat. Anyone want to chat with me on Insta? No one's chatting. Hi, George Bye. Hi, Ahmed. What are people wanting to chat about? We're talking about today, what lessons have you learned from this experience in quarantine? Have you learned any lessons that you will take forward into your life? The lesson I've learned is that I need to move around more. I was too sluggish and I was too idle. And I think, the lifestyle in Pakistan with all the domestic stuff one can have, and you can become very sluggish and idle, and it's good to learn that you have to move around more, and you can move around more. So that's one lesson that I've learned. What lesson have you guys learned? Anushe, assalamu alaikum, Anushe. Hello, I'm going to wave to you. Where are you? I think you've been traveling, Anushe. I saw a few things that you've been traveling. Where are you at the moment? I think we should do George Ka Pakistan 2 also, if it's possible. Well, what should that entail? What would you have with George Ka Pakistan 2? Tell me what you would have in it. Okay, Zulfikar Baloch joined. Hi, Zulfikar. I've learned that most of us don't have a shortage of time and lack discipline mostly. Oh, that's an interesting point. Yeah. I think that's something I've learned, is that I wasted a lot of time. When I did have time, I wasted it. Doing idle stuff like checking Facebook and all that rubbish. And now that I have less time because I'm doing cleaning and cooking and all of that, it's only now that you appreciate how much time you have. Right. You can learn to cook better and in variety and do a cook-off with Shanira. I am learning to cook better. I will show you. In fact, I'll upload on my YouTube channel a biryani I made the other day. I've already uploaded it on Facebook and on Instagram. But anyway, does anyone want to chat with me on Instagram Live? I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm still trying to. Does anyone know actually how I can chat with people live on YouTube? I don't know if you can do it. If anyone is a technical wizard here that can let me know if that is possible, please let me know. George, Pakistani society is very conservative. So my question is that how you adjust yourself in that society, because our cultural norms are very different. Well, yes, it is a conservative society, but it's also a society that is also lets you, to some extent, as long as you keep it to yourself, get on with your lives. What you do behind closed doors obviously remains behind closed doors. So, yeah, I think as long as you tolerate and let people be, society lets you get on pretty much and do with what you want. So that's my assessment on that. George Ka Pakistan 2 will show the time Pakistan was and how much we've overcome our bad times and discover the Pakistan of today and its new generation. Yeah, because when we did George Ka Pakistan, it was just after 9/11 Kibad, and Pakistan was going through a very tough time, war on terror and the most dangerous country in the world, all of that rubbish. And it's changed a lot now, and it's for the better, mostly. The value of family. I live far from my parents and I just can't go there anymore. And God knows when I'll be able to visit them again. What about you? How are your parents in the UK? And that is, I think, Ahmed. Ahmed, my parents are fine. They're okay in the UK. They're doing a lot of gardening, keeping themselves busy with that. But yeah, I think we underestimate our families and we take them for granted, and now that we can't go and visit them just like that, we value them more. So that's a really good point, Emmett. Thank you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Majid. That's very sweet. Love you too. You can learn to cook better. Okay, we've read that. Maybe you like it, maybe not. You never know until you try. Hi, George. Hi, Baba. Mojo Nalo George Ahi. Okay, this is my name is George and Cindy. Okay, let me try it again. Mojo Nalo George Ahai. Ahai or Ahi? Am I saying that right? Mojo Nalo George Ahai. Saleh Rahu, ye mera Sindhi kharab hai, but how would you pronounce it? Mojo Nalo George Ahai or Ahi. Oh my God. Oh, perfect. Ahi. Okay. Tika. Great. Under paratha. Someone writes under paratha every day. What is it about under paratha? I love under paratha, but yes, what are you saying? Question mark. Let me know what your feelings are on under paratha. Is Sono George. Lo Sono George. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying there. George Bhai, Tusi great ho, love from Rawalpindi. Oh, thank you. Okay. Ye Tonjo Nalo George Ahai. Okay. Thank you, Baba. I'm being called Underpara. Okay. So how are you, George? I'm Metiku Sidra. How are you? So today we are talking about what have you learned? What lessons have you learned since being in lockdown? Let me know what the lessons you've learned have been. It's in Italian. Sono George. Okay. Oh, it's Italian for George. Okay, my name is George. Let me try that again. Lo sono George. Lo sono George. You gotta have the accent. Lo sono George. This is Italian too. Lo sono George. My name is George. This is my first time on any live. Oh, welcome, Sidra. Do you want to join in for a chat? Sidra, you're more than welcome. Have you ever been to Bahrain or Dubai? I've been to Bahrain and Dubai, yes. Being called under paratha is better than being called aluka paratha. Yeah, yes, that's true. Because I'm having under paratha and watching you live and doing my work from home. Okay, just offering you to have some. Could you give me some under paratha? Thank you, thank you. I love under paratha, but I can't have it every day because I get bahut mota. It's Io, not loso. Okay, as in Io together. I'm not. You also know that, and I don't know why Western media are saying we are dangerous people. How should we tell them we are peaceful people? Well, I think it's not so simple. I think most people are peaceful. I think we have a dangerous fringe element that is very intolerant and not very nice. And they kill anybody that disagrees with their belief system, whether it be, any kind of beliefs, and they're very rigid in their belief system, and they don't like anyone who disagrees with their worldview, and they're very intolerant. So whilst I agree that most people in Pakistan are very tolerant and very peaceful, I don't think everyone is, and we just have to ensure that those people that are very intolerant and don't allow for freedom of expression and freedom of beliefs are not tolerated. Okay, quarantine made me realize that some people are living in my home and they are called my family. Thank you. Public view has already changed on Pakistan since tourists started coming here. Yes, I agree. And I think, the hospitality of Pakistan is amazing. And I think that's what people really experience once they come here. Dear world, how is the lockdown, Kashmir? Yeah. Kashmir has been in lockdown for a lot longer than we have. Racism still exists in Europe, America, Australian countries. Racism exists everywhere, I'm afraid. It exists all over the world. Quarantine made me realize that staying at home is actually difficult. Yeah, it is. Even when you have a nice home, if you want to get out, you want to not be inside it and stuck in the same place and suffering from cabin fever. Public view has changed about Pakistan, but it's people like you who give Pakistan a bad name. Why? Pakistan is, I don't think Gamer is saying anything wrong. I love under paratha too. Forget about being mota. Chill. I'll walk out, cut it off. Okay, you do that. Great. Okay, does anyone want to chat? Call me. I'm going to see if I can. Let me see if I can chat to Miss Under Paratha lady. I'm going to see if I can chat with her, and so I can see the Under Paratha if she will accept my chat. Suma Ali. Oh no, I think she's gone. Anyone want to chat? Let me know. Which city of Pakistan you dislike most, and why? I love Karachi because it's my home. I love Islamabad because it's green and has the wonderful Margala Hills in the background. I love Lahore because of the culture and the history and the gardens that are there. I love Peshawar because it's just this sort of rugged city in the north. I love Quetta actually. Quetta is an interesting place, surrounded by again these hills. I think I love. I can't remember anything about Faisalabad much. Should I think about that? Multan. I don't know. I think they all have their own distinct personalities. Lahoris eat donkeys. I don't believe that. Okay, someone sent a request to join. Okay, let's go live. How are you, brother? We go to the same gym, Platinum Fitness. Yes. Hi, Chingaze. How are you? Who am I chatting to now? Okay. Hello. Okay. I think we've lost the connection. Please talk on salary deductions, issues and half days, unpaid workload and whatnot. Yeah, this is a real problem. A lot of people not being paid and having their salaries cut. And it's really going to hurt people a lot. And I don't know what one can do about it. Fortunately, I can understand for business owners that it's their cash flow is being impacted by the lockdown and the quarantine. But at the same time, their employees have signed a contract and they deserve to be paid. So yeah, it's going to be very difficult, and I think it's only going to get worse, unfortunately, for everybody as the economy starts to suffer because of the quarantine. So I wish everybody well, and I hope you guys can get through this. You don't think it's tiring that you can actually ask the same repetitive questions over and over again? Sometimes, yeah. I'm from Islamabad. Tell me the weather of Karachi. It's hot today. Yeah, it's getting hot. How's it in Islamabad? Right, I think I'm going to call it a day. People like George have given so much good impact and show the positive side of that. It's never been seen even there before, and we should appreciate it. Because one thing is you live in Pakistan and stay abroad. Yeah, Pakistan has a lot to offer. Come and visit, come and travel here. It is the most beautiful country that has all weathers, from the foothills of the Himalayas to the deserts of Balochistan. Please come and visit. Right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day there. Which dish is your favorite Pakistani and an English dish? Okay, quickly, my favorite Pakistani dish is very simple, dal chawal, with halim being a close second. And my favorite English dish probably is fish and chips. I love good fish and chips. Okay, right, I'm going to love you and leave you guys, and I will see you hopefully this time tomorrow. Take care and goodbye and see you.